Bayley's character transformation on Monday Night Raw has become one of the most talked about stories in WWE today. After months of speculation that WWE had no clear direction for her, the company has shifted gears, presenting Bayley as a layered and unpredictable star. On the September 22nd episode of Raw in Evansville, Indiana, Bayley faced Roxanne Perez in what was initially promoted as a respectful contest. However, the night turned chaotic as Bayley's demeanor shifted mid-match, revealing an aggressive edge that hadn't been seen from her in years. This sudden transformation has sparked heavy fan discussion online, with many calling it a rebirth for the former women's champion. The storyline development continued when Bayley shoved Lyra Valkyria after the match. Despite Valkyrie being in her corner for support, WWE cameras caught Bayley screaming at her to stay out of her business, signaling the official beginning of a heated rivalry between the two. Commentator Wade Barrett compared Bayley's behavior to a Jekyll and Hyde situation, a description that immediately went viral on social media. Fans have since speculated that WWE is using Bayley's unstable mental state as a long-term storytelling device, teasing a complete breakdown or a dangerous new heel persona. This angle is not being presented as random chaos. According to Backstage reports, WWE Creative has been deliberately planting seeds for Bayley's transformation since WrestleMania, when she was written off TV after being attacked by Becky Lynch. Since then, Bayley has been shown in eerie backstage segments talking to herself and displaying conflicting emotions. Now, WWE is moving from subtle hints to full-blown character reinvention, aiming to push Bayley back into the main event spotlight. Sources inside WWE claim that Triple H is heavily invested in this storyline and believes Bayley can once again carry the women's division as a top-tier villain. The inclusion of Lyra Valkyria in this feud adds another layer to the narrative. Valkyrie had initially been positioned as Bayley's ally, but the tension between them exploded in Evansville. This sets the stage for an eventual grudge match, possibly at Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. Fans are speculating that this rivalry could catapult Valkyrie into a more prominent role while simultaneously re-establishing Bayley as a ruthless competitor who doesn't need allies to succeed. WWE has already teased this match on social media, with both superstars exchanging cryptic posts after Raw. The win over Roxanne Perez is also being viewed as a significant booking decision. Perez, a Judgment Day affiliate and a rising star in WWE, has been carefully protected since her call-up to the main roster. Allowing Bayley to defeat her cleanly in the middle of the ring suggests that WWE wants Bayley to be presented as dominant rather than a cowardly heel. This marks a major departure from her damaged CTRL era, when she was frequently booked to rely on Dakota Kai, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane for backup. Now, Bayley appears to be on a solo path of destruction. Bayley's character arc is being compared by many analysts to her heel run during the pandemic. At that time, she carried SmackDown through the empty arena era and became one of the most entertaining champions in WWE. However, since then, her booking has often been criticized for making her look weak or overly reliant on allies. With this new approach, WWE seems determined to return Bayley to that aggressive, self-sufficient role, giving her credibility as a legitimate threat in the women's division once again. Another key talking point is Bayley's recent comments about betrayal in WWE. In a backstage promo, she referenced the heel turns of Asuka and Kairi Sane against Io Sky, drawing parallels to her own history of being betrayed by allies. Fans interpreted this as a bitter acknowledgement of her past, but also as a sign that Bayley is embracing her darker side. By weaponizing her past trauma, WWE is giving Bayley's character additional depth, allowing her to stand out in a division often dominated by simple face versus heel rivalries. Social media reactions to Bayley's new direction have been overwhelmingly positive. Hashtags like #AggressiveBayley and #JekyllAndHydeBayley trended during and after Raw. Fans praised her acting skills in portraying a conflicted personality and applauded WWE for giving her meaningful, creative material after a rocky 2025. Wrestling analysts also noted that WWE Women's Division has been in need of a strong, standalone heel character, and Bayley appears ready to fill that void. Insiders have revealed that the long-term plan may be to position Bayley as a future challenger for the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley currently dominates that division, but WWE reportedly wants fresh challengers who can credibly go toe-to-toe with her. A reinvented Bayley, free from faction reliance, fits that bill perfectly. The plan could culminate in a high-profile match at WrestleMania 41, where Bayley could either dethrone Ripley or elevate herself further as one of the top women in WWE's history. Bayley's new storyline also comes at a crucial time for WWE's women's division, with Becky Lynch rumored to be taking another break, Charlotte Flair recovering from injury, and Bianca Belair's schedule limited by outside projects. WWE needs strong characters to carry weekly programming. Bayley's resurgence provides exactly that. giving Raw a compelling storyline that fans are emotionally invested in week after week. This has reportedly pleased executives, who want Bayley to be one of the main attractions moving forward. In addition to on-screen developments, there are also backstage updates regarding Bayley's role in WWE. According to Fightful Select, Bayley has been praised internally for her professionalism and willingness to adapt to new storylines no matter how risky. The company trusts her to execute complex character work, which is why she has been chosen for this layered personality angle. This trust mirrors the confidence WWE showed in her during the pandemic era, reinforcing her status as one of the most reliable stars on the roster. Another reason WWE is investing in Bayley is her connection with the audience. Unlike many other stars, Bayley has successfully reinvented herself multiple times without losing fan interest. From the hugger days to the role model Hill Run, she has consistently drawn reactions. Now, by exploring a more unhinged version of herself, Bayley is once again proving her versatility. This makes her a valuable asset in an era when WWE is trying to balance mainstream appeal with hardcore fan engagement. The seeds of a Bayley vs. Lyra Valkyria showdown are already gaining traction online. Many fans are calling this feud the perfect opportunity to elevate Valkyrie to the next level, as she will be working with one of WWE's most experienced storytellers. At the same time, Bayley gets to showcase her dominance against a younger star, building credibility for both women. WWE has reportedly considered booking a series of matches between the two, possibly stretching into early 2026. One of the most surprising aspects of Bayley's current run is the fact that WWE is avoiding over-the-top supernatural or mental illness trope. While some fans initially believed her split personalities would be exaggerated into a crazy character, the actual presentation has been much more grounded. WWE is instead portraying her as someone using emotional manipulation as a strategy, blurring the line between instability and calculated cruelty. This approach has been widely praised as one of the smartest creative decisions of 2025. The Evansville crowd's reaction to Bayley's shove against Valkyrie also proved the storyline is connecting with live audiences. The boos were loud, and fans could be heard chanting against Bayley as she exited the ring. This organic heat is exactly what WWE needs, especially at a time when many heels struggle to get consistent reactions. Bayley's ability to draw that level of crowd investment highlights her importance to the company's long-term plans. WWE has also used Bayley's resurgence to test fan engagement on social media platforms. Clips of her Jekyll and Hyde behavior have racked up millions of views across TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. The viral nature of these moments is helping WWE expand its reach, particularly with younger audiences who may not have experienced Bayley's original heel run. Executives are said to be thrilled with the online buzz, which could translate into increased merchandise sales and ratings boosts for Raw. Looking at Bayley's career trajectory, many fans are already drawing comparisons to top male stars like Roman Reigns, Gunther, and Cody Rhodes. Just as those stars have been presented as dominant, standalone competitors, Bayley is now being molded into a similar figure for the women's division. If executed properly, this could cement her legacy as one of the greatest women in WWE history, capable of anchoring the division without needing constant faction support. The booking of Bayley in 2025 marks a complete 180 from earlier in the year, when her character appeared lost and unfocused. At that time, WWE fans criticized the company for mishandling one of its most versatile stars. Now, the narrative has shifted entirely. With each passing week, Bayley is regaining momentum, and the buzz around her is louder than it has been in years. If WWE maintains this level of storytelling, Bayley could once again become the central figure in the women's division, leading into the biggest shows of 2026.